Guys, I just saw Wicked 2, and let me just start off by saying that movie was garbage. I swear, if I get canceled for this, when there's like a million other worse things I've said on my YouTube channel that I could have been canceled for. But look, I was watching that movie with a friend of mine, and I realized halfway through the movie that this movie low-key about God. No, I'm not talking about the scene where like they crucify, what's his name, Fiero or something. Also, that was crazy. You just witnessed a live crucifixion in like a PG movie. Also, by the way, I'm about to spoil the entire movie, so you might want to click off if you haven't seen it yet. I probably should have said that at the beginning. Nah, but for real, I'm talking about the relationship between Glinda and... what's her name? Her name's Elphaba. I just had to look it up. Goes to show how bad the movie was. I don't even remember their name. But I don't know about you guys, but when I look at the relationship, Glinda is so garbage. Like, she is such a bad friend. And as someone who has trust issues that all his friends are gonna leave him someday, I look at Glinda and I'm like, dog, this is like the worst type of friend you could have. The one that supposedly has your back in private, but then in public never defends you for anything. Like, even at the very end, when they ask her, hey, were you friends with Elphaba? She could spend that time hyping up the witch and being like, yeah, like, we were buddies and she's not as bad as you think. But nah, until the end, she's just like, yeah, I knew her at school, but, you know... Anyways, the reason I was reminded about God, though, is the fact that Elphaba, to the end, is so kind to Glinda. Like, even at the end, Elphaba says something like, someone needs to be wicked so that you could be good. And like, that's why she fakes her death, right? Like, she has to die so that the world could be a better place. Which, again, doesn't make any sense. Like, that was my biggest issue with this movie. The ending didn't make any sense. And then afterwards, I was at fun with my friends. I could not even talk to them. I was looking up all this stuff like, man, bro, like, is this really how the actual musical went? And I haven't seen the musical, but apparently, according to Wikipedia, this is how the musical went. And it makes no sense. I'm like, why do you have to die so that she could be good? Like, in the Bible, it makes sense, because he bore the punishment we deserve. But honestly, it doesn't make any sense. And now that I think about it, maybe it wasn't really about God. It probably wasn't about God. I don't know. I was just reminded of it because of that one line. But I do think that one line is biblical. Like, he became our sin who knew no sin so that we may become the righteousness of God. Elphaba died, and her actual goodness lives on through Glinda. Actually, I don't know anymore. Now that I think about it, maybe it doesn't make sense. Anyways, the movie sucked. Bye-bye.